Good morning, TikTok livers. How are ya? If you're not here live with us on TikTok, girl, where you at? What you doing? Come join us on the Black Women in Grants page. We waiting on you, sis. Hey, y'all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm Dr. AJ Austin. So excited to be here with you today. So excited. It's early. I know. You're welcome. Let TikTok let y'all know we're live. You're welcome. Let TikTok let y'all know we're live. We're here talking about grants for your Black woman-owned for-profit small business. Y'all sitting in the car with me outside of Starbucks. I just spilled some water on myself. I've had breakfast. I've had an appointment already this morning. Went and got some blood drawn. Been putting that off for a while. Thank God it's done and it's over. I am so tired of getting stuck with needles drawing my blood over the last 2 months. Y'all pray for me, okay? So it's done and it's over. I am so tired of getting stuck with needles drawing my blood over the last 2 months. Y'all pray for me, okay? So we're free. And I already have coffee with me. But you know, Starbucks is the place to be to get out of your home office. So instead of going home, I came to Starbucks and sat in their parking lot. Good morning. Come in, say hello. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about your business. Let's talk about grants. You getting grants. You finding grants. You applying for grants. You winning. You getting grants. You finding grants. You applying for grants. You winning grants. Are y'all ready? Anyone here have a Black woman-owned for-profit small business that they're seeking grants for? If so, you are in the right place, Black woman. Welcome. Come in, say hello. People are going to be staring at me because I'm in here talking to y'all. But here we are. So, this is the Black Women in Grants page. It is for Black women with for-profit small businesses that are seeking grants for their business. As long as you're based in the United States of America, as long as you own at least 51% of your Black woman-owned small business, and as long as you're over the age of 18, then you are in the right place. And you probably qualify for some of the grants that we have over. So we send out a list every month for 12 months in our mentorship. And it's a free list of grants. It's actually 3 lists. It's a list, a database, and a spreadsheet that feature over $1.2 million in grant funding and grant-funded opportunities that is currently available. Or make sure I'm on my phone Wi-Fi. Thank you for letting me know. Let me know if it's still cutting out because I can try to switch the networks. But real quick, tell me about your business. Tell me what you do in your business. Like, what do you do? The business that you could see yourself winning a grant for. What do you do in that business? Business that you could see yourself winning a grant for. What do you do in that business? If you can hear me, put that in the chat. What you do in your business that you can see yourself winning a grant for. Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Let me know. The first one to put it in there, you win. Yay, just niche, or is it just niche? Are we fancy with it? How are we pronouncing this thing here? Mobile cosmetologist and staffing. Now, do you staff for cosmetologists, or do you staff cosmetologists, shall I say? What type of staffing is it? Is that going with your mobile cosmetology business? Let me know. I'll try to chill with y'all for a minute. I am not going to sit out in the sun and let me know. I'll try to chill with y'all for a minute. I am not going to sit out in the sun and you invest back. But this is my phone network. I'm wondering, I may have to switch to Starbucks. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me switch to Starbucks network. I'm wondering, I may have to switch to Starbucks. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me switch to Starbucks network. Let's see how this works. Give me un momento, por favor. Get on the Starbucks network. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Get on the Starbucks network. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Starbucks network. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay. It says that I'm on the Starbucks network. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. Is that a better connection? Because what we were talking about is you and your business and what you do. So, is that a better connection? Because what we were talking about is you and your business. Let me see. I would, let me see. I would go sit on the Starbucks patio, but there are people out there and I don't want to disturb them talking loud. So this is all I got, y'all. I may can ride and get a closer parking space, but other than that, I don't know what to do. I was sitting in the shade and everything. So keep telling me about your business in the chat if you can hear me, because I can see y'all's comments. So y'all keep talking to me while I find us a closer spot to the Wi-Fi. Said it sounds good now that I'm pulling out of the parking space. Said it sounds good now that I'm pulling out of the parking space. Okay. Let me try it. Okay. Let me try it a little bit closer. Okay. Let me try it a little bit closer to the store. Okay. Let me try it a little bit closer to the store. Hold on, y'all. They looking at me like, let me try it a little bit closer. Me in the chat what you do that you can see yourself winning a grant for. Now, in that same business that you could see winning a grant, and again, we're talking about one business, one idea, one grant that you could see yourself winning for this business that you're telling me about in the chat. What is the one thing that you could really use a grant for in this business? Like, what could you use some extra funding, financial assistance, financial support behind in this one business or business idea? Tell me about that in the chat. Is it outreach? Is it marketing, a specific type of marketing, email marketing, maybe paying for your CRM, your customer relations marketing, maybe paying for your CRM, your customer relations marketing. Is it what type of working capital? What will working capital allow you to do? The reason I'm asking you to get specific is, number one, you don't know who's on this live. We literally have grant check writers that watch us on TikTok. So, you never know who's watching. Working capital, what type of working capital? Let's get specific. So if it's inventory, what type of inventory? If you need a new commercial vehicle, what type of vehicle? A Sprinter van? Is it a Ford? Is it a Benz? Like, talk to me. If you can't get that specific, you don't have to worry about winning grants. And I'm literally speaking from experience. I got an email back yesterday with feedback on a grant application that had been selected that I submitted last year for this $50,000 grant opportunity. And so my application was selected out of 500. And then they narrowed it down to, they picked 76 people out of 500. I was one of 76. They were trying to pick 10 out of the 76. So they gave me feedback just yesterday on this grant application. I was one of 76. They were trying to pick 10 out of the 76. So they gave me feedback just yesterday on this grant application. Can exist, that one thing. If you need grant money and funds to stay in business, don't start applying for grants. Grants are not emergency financial relief. They don't come through fast enough to save a business per se. Don't let that be your deciding factor whether or not you close your business doors. If that's the case, do what you got to do, because grants are not guaranteed. You got to get really good at applying for them and winning them. You have to apply for 10 times as much in grants than you need. And so therefore they tell you in their fine print, in their terms and conditions, in their agreements, we're not here to save you from bad financial decisions that you've made in the past, period. Like, they have started to spell it out. Don't come to us if you're desperate or in dire need or you've made, period. Like, they have started to spell it out. Don't come to us if you're desperate or in dire need or you've made us flat out, say, show us the work that you've done to make money already, or that plan or that vision, sell us that story. And then they're going to say, show us where we fit in that. What will our money help you to do? So you have to show them how their money plus your money you've already been making, you're currently making in your business, you will make soon, is going to multiply your impact in another area of your business. For example, helping the community afford your services, or expanding to global markets to make more money, to get a bigger return on investment. So grants want to jump on a moving train. They don't want to come in and save the day and be the reason why your business didn't go under. Take a minute and share this live, please, and thank you. Let's get some more women in the room, Black women who need to be a part of these money conversations, because they're very important. Jessney says working capital for the staff. Okay, again, staff. Because over at blackwomeningrants.com, on our website, are great explanations for reasons people should apply for grants. Y'all want me to help you out a little bit? Put yes in the comments, put help in the comments. Let me know. Because maybe this is something that you could use some brainstorming around, and I'm happy to brainstorm with you. That's why I wanted to know what type of business you have and what you could use a grant for, and then we can dive a little bit deeper. So if you want my help, just put yes, just put help in the chat, and let's dive deeper into reasons why you should be applying for grants, what you could use the grant for specifically, when you pick an area, how to kind of elaborate on that area more. But y'all got to talk to me. Again, I get paid to do this. This could be a paid workshop. I'm here for you guys investing in your grant journey. If you want me to hold your hand and walk you through this process, head over to blackwomeningrants.com and come join us in our year-long mentorship program, where we talk about the basics of grants, what it is, what it's not, in our year-long mentorship program, where we talk about the basics of grants, what it is, what it's not, what it can, but I also do pop-ups like this where I just, get the urge to go live, and I do. So there was one person that told me she wanted me to dive deeper. So what area, let's see, can I see this? I'm going to just say free. That's the first part of your profile name. What area could you use a grant in? And let's talk about that and dive deeper, free. Since you were the first one to say, yes, you want to dive deeper. Yes, you could use some help and some ideas on what to use grant funding for. But again, y'all talk to me. If you can hear me, respond. If not, I can cut this off and we can do it later when I have a better connection, if that's the thing. But I do need to see some comments to know exactly what you guys need help with. If you're new here, say hello. My name is Dr. AJ Austin, creator of this page and blackwomeningrants.com, where collectively we've won over $181,000 in grants and grant-funded opportunities, using some of the stuff that we'll talk about today, but definitely all the stuff that I teach over at www.blackwomeningrants.com. So, using some of the stuff that we'll talk about today, but definitely all the stuff that I teach over at www.blackwomeningrants.com. So, learning to read and write and understand. Read the rest, my bad. Teaching financial savviness. Got it. Knowledge. Need to cover operating costs. What type of operating costs? Is that just rent, utilities, insurance, staff, payroll? Get specific if you can. Let's see if I can help you more. Anyone else want to put their business, what they could actually use a grant for? And let's dive deeper into how you present this in the form of, here's where I could use funding. Payroll cover, are they part-time? Are they full-time? Are they seasonal? Are they contractors? Are they freelancers? All of this a grant is going to want to know. And you can keep responding or just keep this in mind for when you start applying for grants. Anyone here ever applied for a grant? Maybe you applied, you tried, and you might have got denied. There is reason behind why you may not win your first grant that you ever applied to. Or if you're on a roll and you haven't been winning but you have been applying, find why you may not win your first grant that you ever applied to. Or if you're on a roll and you haven't been winning but you have been applying, you said you got contractors too part-time, paying rent. They're going to want to know how many people are in the space that you are paying rent on, why they can't work remotely to help you save money in the beginning. Again, they're going to want to know, what have you done? What are you doing now? And where do you see yourself in the future? So if you say something like, I see us all being able to work remotely to save funding, here's where we're going to save that money, and your grant will help us to make up the difference, you know? Or if it's necessary for you to have a physical location that you're paying rent on, they're going to ask, they're going to want to know about your lease and how long it's for and how much you're paying in rent. And again, how many people you're quote unquote housing during the workday, why that space is necessary. Like, it's like justifying the cost. They're going to ask all about your budget. And because you teach financial literacy, I'm sure this is somewhere in your wheelhouse of explaining, you know, what the money is coming in, what's going out, and how it makes sense. And so if you say we have live courses, they may ask, in the future, do you see yourself teaching? And so I share that because that's also, you know, if you can show how you're making money, saving money, and how you're going to invest their money and multiply the impact that it could have. So if you could say, hey, we could go to only certain days a week. You know, I ain't telling you to change nothing. This is just a suggestion. But in the terms of a grant and selling the idea of them helping you pay rent on a facility, if you show them how you can take that and multiply it. Hey, we're gonna hold on. Let me get some water. I thought I had some cough drops in here with me. Anyway, let's say, for example, you can show a grant. Hey, we're not going to be in the office as much, therefore our rent is going to go down a little bit. We're going to take more online ventures, which is going to help us reach more people, have more impact, make more money that way. Your grant is going to allow us to offer scholarships to people who meet us online. This is what I did in the beginning. I remember one lady called our office and she said, I got 7 kids. She said, I cannot just pick up and I remember one lady called our office and she said, I got 7 kids. She said, I cannot just pick up and drive to Atlanta to come hang out with you. I wish I could. So we found her scholarship funding. Not only to help her save on travel, but to also help her with the tuition of going through our trainings. So if you can show a grant, how are you going to invest that back into the community? That's a great reason to apply for a grant. You see what I'm saying? Okay, I think I'm getting hot. I'm overheating. Gotta go in a minute. I'm just sitting out here coughing for no reason. Anyway, hopefully that makes sense. Sheds a little light. One thing I would advise, play around with a tool like ChatGPT. Ask it for some insight into how you can take what you need in a grant, which is help with paying rent and payrolls. Tell it to help you get creative for telling a grant how you could use the funds, but make sure that your answers are geared toward growth for your business. Make sure that it is geared toward the vision for the future, like I said, in saving money, making more money, and showing a grant how their funding will help you. Because truth be told, everybody that's applying for that grant probably needs help with payroll, operating expenses, etc. Those are basic expenses. But if you can get creative, you stand a better chance of your application standing out among the many that's going to start sounding like yours. So hopefully that helps. My coughing fit is preventing me from going too much deeper. I don't want to keep coughing in y'all's ear, but hopefully that's getting you started. Like I said, if you need some hand holding, some step-by-step guidance, our mentorship is the best place for that over at blackwomeningrants.com, where I have hosted workshops and trainings, a 2-day boot camp earlier this year, really breaking down the basics of grants, the foundations of it, what it is, what it's not, why we can win as for-profit small business owners versus nonprofits, etc. And it's a lot of really good information if grants are new to you, if you're just starting to quote-unquote collect information and you want to keep learning, and you could really see grants playing a part in your funding model for the year. Do you guys have any final questions before I go? I just wanted to jump on and chat a little bit. I didn't want to go straight home because I know I'm going to get back in that bed and go to sleep, and I don't want to do that. I was trying to have a productive day. So I jumped on here to hang out with y'all, but I'm going to mosey back to my side of the hood. But you got about 15 seconds. If you have a question, put it in the chat or tell me to wait. If you're over at blackwomeningrants.com joining us, we do have a scholarship available. Regular price for the training for a year with us is $997. There's a scholarship available today. You can get in for only $97. One-time payment, a whole year worth access of learning, getting mentorship, accountability, and support around finding and applying for grants for your black woman-owned for-profit small business. You can get it for only $97. So check that out. It is first come, first serve, so I got to share that. And they do get got, I'm happy to say. So hopefully this was helpful. I don't see any more questions. Thank y'all for hanging out with me in my car in the Starbucks parking lot. Sorry about the spotty coverage. We are in a wooded area, so when I go live again, I will be probably in my home office, speaking of. Until we meet again, my friends, you guys have a phenomenal rest of your day. I'll see you over at blackwomeningrants.com. God bless.